Pre-roll.
3, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Okay. All right. So you guys have been working on your public service announcements up to this point. You want to put your iPad away? And then we're going to actually show your PSAs to the class today. You'll come up here, line up in a line, and then you're going to go through your treatment, your subject matter, your artistic intent, your script, subject matter, script, artistic intent, what else? Target audience, right? That's 5.
Yeah.
Subject matter, target audience, script, film style, artistic intent. So you can talk about any of those things that you want to the class before we play your PSA. All right, so we'll back this up. But this group right here, whose group is this?
Us.
You guys are first. Come on up.
Once again, hold first.
All right, guys, go ahead and tell us about your public service announcement.
So we did underage drinking, and so
Our target audience is anybody under the age of 21. So,
artistic intent is for you to just realize that underage drinking is bad and see what it does. How would we go over a script? Do we just
Well, who had the idea for the original script? I mean, was it kind of a group idea?
all
Or?
of us.
Go ahead.
It was just all our idea.
And then the film style is just more, I don't know. It's not anything
color,
special.
It's color,
It's
it's
color.
got slow dissolves, and we use both tripods, handheld, and for a couple shots, just put it on a table and set it so that we could get the right shot.
And lots of close-ups.
Okay. All right. Yep. So we wanted to have at least 15 shots in your public service announcement. The public service announcement was supposed to be how many seconds? 30. And we wanted to have at least 15 shots. So we're going to take a look at it, and then if there's any questions from the audience, from your peers, we'll have them ask you guys. All right? Let me dim the lights. We will roll your footage.
Hey, you want to go to a party?
Oh, they're gonna be drinking there?
Totally.
Underage drinking can make you do unwanted behavior. 35% of 15-year-olds have consumed alcohol in their lifetime. Although drinking by persons under the age of 21 is illegal, people aged 12 to 20 years old drink 11% of the alcohol consumed in the United States. More than 90% of alcohol is consumed in the form of binge drinks.
All right, any questions for this group, underage drinking? Any questions? Anything that you want to ask, how they did a shot or what they did? Anyone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hunter.
The one where he was drinking the water and you were like down and up. Like what did you do for that? Use a handheld?
I actually used the tripod, and I just put my idea, and
Bless you.
I had him stand, and I just came up with the tripod, like, or camera, like, right here as, so he's looking up, and as he drank,
Just cool
sit
shot.
back.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any improvements or any advice for this group that could have helped them with their project?
I would like to have seen some of those stats in text form. There was a lot of stats going on, and I got kind of confused. And I wanted to hear a sick beat from you.
Yeah,
What happened with that?
I didn't have a
flash drive.
boy. But he actually, we intended to do it. He made it, but
Okay.
he didn't have flash drive to bring it.
Can always borrow one of our.
Yeah,
one
we
of our
always have
16.
some.
I know, I completely.
Yep. Next time.
Focused on that.
Yep. But it's all done. You've handed it in, so we move on. All right. Next group would
Oh,
be.
there's one more. Is there one more?
Evan,
We've got 4 PSAs to go through. Child hunger is up next. Oh, I'm sorry, Evan.
Okay, I was just gonna say, it seemed like the facts, they were presented like really fast. I mean, either like slow down on
like the facts, or I'd say probably was it you who said like see them in text form, or yeah, that would work too.
So sometimes the eyes and the ears compete, and so if you can take a fact and you can have it written out, plus have an announcer voice saying it. Like some of you guys are auditory learners and some of you are visual learners. So when you combine the two elements together and you can see it and you can hear it, it drives the point home better. So that's why we encourage when you guys do the final graphic at the end or graphics in between those shots, when you have stats and statistics and a voiceover from the recording studio, it makes the point and it makes that point stick into the person's brain. Okay. All right. Anything else? All right. Let's go to the next one. Child hunger is next. Back through.
They're gonna count the shots.
Child hunger. All right. So we're going through subject matter, target audience, script, film style, artistic intent. Go for it.
Subject matter is childhood starvation. Target audience is high schoolers, adults. Style is
Black and white, or we originally planned to do black and white, but we changed that at a later time.
That's fine.
tight shots, emphasis on faces, and voiceovers. Artistic intent. Convince viewers that
Viewers that childhood starvation is a problem that needs solving.
Okay.
And our script, we partially got like our inspiration from an idea that Mr. Mathis suggested to us. But we took it from there and we eventually arrived at this script we have now.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at it.
Nutrition is essential to the success of every student. Most students get their nutrition through 3 square meals a day. For 37% of Minnesotan students, that's not always the case.
Get back to work.
Help kids get the food they need.
One thing I really like about your guys' PSA is the 360 communities. That graphic really makes it matter, makes it a real PSA. Okay, so that was a good job. Any questions for this group after seeing that? Questions, comments, compliments? Hunter.
I would say one thing. There was this one shot in there where someone wearing like the American Eagle. I could see, and then I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't see what, I don't know if it was dark or something. Did you wake them up or?
Oh yeah, that was like the teacher trying to get the student
Attention.
the attention of the student because he had lost focus.
Okay, it just kind of got lost. And I didn't really know what happened, but everything was just great.
The music was awesome. I liked it.
Yeah, where did you
Really
guys ever
good.
get that music?
I wonder.
Is that you?
I made their music for them.
That's good.
Yes, question.
I like that hungry feeling came across with, the lunch and the times for lunch.
Yeah, that was good. Well done. All right, let's move on to the next one. Would be none other than cyberbully. And we're missing a couple people from your group.
Half our group, so.
Half their group is
3 more are gone.
is ill. So okay, go for it.
So we were targeting teens and high schoolers. The subject matter was this girl gets cyberbullied and in a group chat, and she decides to do something.
Our script is kind of collaboratively thought of. We kind of found the idea on a list of PSA ideas. But we originally had texting and driving, and that didn't end up working out, so we kind of wanted to stick with something kind of like relatable, like with your phones and stuff.
Okay.
And then our film style is kind of just like realistic. We didn't want it to be like old or like anything like. We wanted to be something that's like understandable and like relatable.
And we wanted people to feel like sad and just not want to cyberbully, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Hey, what's up? People are saying my part is bad.
Don't listen to them. I don't know what they're talking about. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Any questions for this group? Yes, Ryan.
I couldn't really see the phone because the glare was kind of like, yeah, it was kind of shadowy, and I couldn't see anything on the phone.
You want to tell them what was on it? I had a hard time seeing it too. What did it say on the phone?
Well, it was like a Snapchat group chat of them like saying her artwork was really bad. And,
Okay.
Like, it was gross and like bad.
Okay. Did you film that shot outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose you're trying to keep the continuity, right?
Yep, I get it. Yeah, it's sometimes it's really difficult to film screens outside, so yeah. Other questions or comments, compliments?
It's a good stat. I like how the stat came on with kind of a wipe from when she puts the photo up. That's a very creative, really nice.
And Sophia's, her snarl when she looks at the art was like, it's like, wow, that was, how many takes was that? That was good.
2.
That was great. It was like, oh my gosh, that artwork was terrible. No, that was great. Okay. All right, let's get to the next one.
Please,
the
no
last
knocking.
one.
No knocking, please.
This is recycling.
Try recording. Don't be, no drumming. Thank you.
I have a drum set. I can hook you up with
Yeah,
that.
please don't. Not during this. Gosh.
How many people are missing from your group?
Andy's here.
3. All right, Andy. Good job. Yeah.
Alright, so our target audience was high school students and teachers and adults who are in English at school mostly. Our subject matter is that, like we were saying, like a recycling police who stops kids and directs kids to the right bins and calls them out.
Want them to feel like it's funny, but funny enough to bring awareness, sorry.
And then, so our film style was like tight shots and close-ups, but we also had some wide shots because it was for Pickens, so you didn't really follow the rules there. And then, so scripted. So we were sitting here talking about PSA ideas, and then Mr. Tausch came up to us and said that Mr. Pickens was looking for a recycling idea, so we're like, well, let's just do recycling then and get it for Pickens. So that's about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, can you see?
Whoa. You better be throwing that in the recycling bin. Time out. What do you think you're doing? Finally, someone knows how to recycle. 9 out of 10 people say they'd recycle if it was easier. Stay true to the blue.
All right, any comments or questions for this group? Compliments. I like the fast-paced editing of that. That was really cool. Yes. Oh, Derek, I thought you had your hand up, but okay. Okay. Andy, you did a good job with that too. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, right? Totally. Pick up a camera, shoot something, no matter how small, no matter how cheesy, no matter whether your friends and your sister star in it. Put your name on it as a director. Now you're a director. Everything after that, you're just negotiating your budget and your fee. Guess who said that?
Walt Disney.
No!
You just did.
No!
My dad. Okay, Paul.
A famous Hollywood director.
Robert Arquette.
This director directed Titanic, True Lies, Avatar, The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Strange Days, and a whole bunch more. Oh, I heard it over here. James what? James Cameron. Very big Hollywood movie director, all right? Very big visionary, loves to do movies. When he wrote Avatar, he actually put the script away for about 10 years. Did you guys know that? Because the technology wasn't there yet. Making blue people and appearing on screen. Okay, so it wasn't CGI, it wasn't a cartoon, it was actually motion capture. So all these actors wore like these motion blocks or these ping pong balls on all of their joints. They had these morph suits that had all these ping pong balls that tracked all of their motion from their feet to their ankles, where their ankles cross, or where their legs move. They were captured inside of a computer. Ryan?
I've seen those perform.
Yeah, the making of.
They usually have like a visual one like right here.
Yep, and then another cool thing about Avatar was that they had a little boom on they had a camera on a boom that like it would capture their face if they smiled or if they frowned or if they like shrunk their eyebrows down or if they like moved up or they moved their ears. This motion capture camera captured all of their movements and it fed it inside of a computer, which then made that character a digital actor inside the computer. So if you guys ever take special and visual effects, we actually show that video. So it's on YouTube. You can just go to Making of Avatar. It's cool. So, all right. 4 or 5 weeks ago, this is where all this stuff starts to play into today. IGDP check-in number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I kept them. I didn't recycle them. This is part of my study. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hold on to those. And we got you guys, I think this was probably like a week after you guys entered this room. We gave you guys a screenplay to make it great things. What do you need? 3 things. What is it?
Script.
You need the script, and the script. Who said it? Alfred Hitchcock, right? Okay, and then we showed you a whole bunch of short films, right? From YouTube. Funny ones, some weird ones, some scary. I don't think we did any scary ones, okay? So I was trying to give you some kind of ideas to like make your own, okay? Kind of gave you kind of the outline that you should show. You should have your actors and actresses talking. You want to have stage directions. Do they do a jumping jack? Do they do push-ups? What are they doing on screen? And that is supposed to be notated. Question? What? No question? Oh, okay. That's supposed to be notated in your script. Okay? Actor motions, movements, actor dialogue. What do they do? Okay? You guys are with me, right? And then I gave you, I still remember making this document. I was sitting on the couch watching a movie with my wife. And I asked my wife, I said, how many lines do you think I should give them? She said, just give them a whole bunch. So I gave you guys a whole bunch of lines, all right? So, because someone's going to use all the lines. Nobody really did, but anyway, that's okay. Okay, so this was going into the making of 4 to 5 weeks, all right? Today, bring screenplay, script today, Thursday, right? So now this is where the fun starts. This is where you are going to, you guys have your scripts, and so I'm keeping track of who's got theirs turned in and who didn't. So there's some of you, I know you left it at home, you're going to bring it tomorrow. But what I'm going to ask you to do, since you left it at home or you didn't quite finish it, what I need you to do when we get into your pre-built groups today, you guys, the groups are already built, okay? And so when you get into your groups today, I want you to take your script and you're going to get into, your group of 4. There's going to be 6 groups of 4 for this last project, or second to the last project. The next one is your music video, okay? 6 groups of 4. You 4 are going to get together. I know we have got a lot of people out today, sick or they're gone. So you're going to get together and talk about what you've done the past 4 weeks. Read your script, present it to your group, and that will give them time to ask questions. There might be, like, depending on how you wrote your script, if you wrote it for, like, let's say that there's 3 girls in your script and you only have 2 girls in your group. We're probably going to have to look at changing some things. So we'll get to that if we run into that problem, okay? Any questions so far before I give you your group and you start working within your group? Because basically your script is done. You've got your actor dialogue. You've got what your actor should do. Jumping jacks, push-ups, what are they doing? Are they running out to a car? Are they opening a car? Are they running to the gym? Are they walking to the gym? What do they say when they get into the gym? What kind of shot is it when they get to the gym? Is it a tight shot or is it a wide shot? So all of those things should be in your script like we talked about, okay? So group 1, Elise, raise your hand. Sophia, CJ, and Max, raise your hands.
I don't know any of them.
This is why we raise our hands. There was a few years ago that we got through the whole entire trimester, and one of my students said, "Which one's Amy?" And it was like 9 weeks into the trimester, so.
You're the only teacher I know the name of.
Really? Oh, thanks. I'm honored. Okay, so that's group 1. All right, so you guys know who you are. Group number 2 is Luke. Raise your hand, Luke. Riley, Malin, and Jackson.
Raise your hand,
So you 4. Just get it. Okay. Group number 3. Here we go. Group 3. Mary. Mary is absent today. Claire. Claire is absent. Okay. I was worried about this. Mason. Mason and Jordan. All right, so there's 2 in your group. So Claire is back, but she has a concussion, so she'll be back probably tomorrow. Group 4, Ryan Erickson, Michaela, Evan, Michael. Okay, you guys see each other. Group 5. Savannah is absent. Zach, absent. Aiden, and Autumn. Autumn is absent. All right, so we will wait patiently for them to return. And group number 6, Hunter, Andy, Jeremy, and Derek. You guys are all together. Okay, so you may not flex out today. I want you to stay in here. You can go into the editing room. You can work in here. Okay?
Okay, so we're not doing my script because it's all on school stuff. I don't really want to do that. Heads up, we're not doing my script. What the heck?
Zach usually sits here. Autumn sits right here.
Possibly. Yeah, starting here to everything else. What's yours about?
Oh, actually, I did.
Oh, you're trying to
Yeah, mine's all on stuff. I mean, mine could work, but you shouldn't have to. I have a forest. I do. I live on 10 acres. We have like a woods.
Once you get your script out and then
I have a boat. I have a woods. I have a boat.
Let's go into the editing room, I guess.
I have a boat, guys. Don't worry.
Do you guys want to sit? It might be easier just to sit.
Let's go into a nap
No.
Let's have a sit down.
No, you cannot.
A woods or a
Oh yeah, a boat.
a woods or I have a woods though. So
Well, you can just use the woods out there, just down by the lake.
yeah, all of my stuff is.
It's also some by my house.
I need to trail down on acres, so I have a whole woods.
Just
Well, before the okay, well, like a trail out. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can do a table read here. Alright, all you guys are.
Oh, great.
Do I have to read here?
Yeah. You can go louder if you want. Oh.
Just act like I'm not even here, okay?
That's.
Just pretend.
Okay, TJ, you start.
Did you have the short one, or was that your brother?
No, you go first. You already said you were.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a shot of a quiet street, aka a pan into a wide shot. So this is, I have a lot of voiceover, so I'm just gonna warn you. It was a quiet night in a calm gated community in a small town south of the Twin Cities. Carl is a high school student that is very smart, with offers from Yale and Harvard, but there's a secret that no one knows about. It's a dialogue. Carl, hey mom, how was your day today? Good, honey. How about you? Great. I got another scholarship offer from the University of Minnesota. Great, honey. I'm so proud. Thanks, Mom. I'm going to work on some homework and then start switching between each person when they talk.
Okay, Ryan, what's yours about?
And then we did most of our, and then I've got everything else done. So mine is almost completely,
We can even have like a cat there, Jason, that's really good, like a second outcome. We can do like, we'd have talk about the audio in there.
Tripod shot
And
and
talk about,
we've got 2 pages worth of scenes that are inside.
Andy has a cat that follows the choosing.
So, mine is,
Shots at Andy. I'll have the 100 words of paper at all.
Just a friend.
He'll wake up and just write.
So the first scene is a wide shot of
Oh, no, okay. Tripod shot.
Oh, look, awesome.
So it's a wide shot and then it cuts inside or zooms in to 2 people. One's named Jackson and one's named Elijah, and they're arguing. And so Jackson says, I actually can't believe you failed to do the one job I gave you. Now we're going to fail. And I expected to
Make it
our
look more
whole
exciting.
entire project in one night.
Oh my god, okay, let's say,
It's just like you're joking about what happened.
so right here.
No, this, I started doing this.
Oh, right, yeah. My dog, Alicia,
It's
taking her out.
you like predicted the future.
Let me show you this real quick.
male and midwifery. So, and then so Elijah says, maybe you should have helped me do it then. And then maybe I should have. And Jackson says, maybe I should have.
So let's say this is the door, and you guys leave, the dog is here.
And then Elijah just stomps away. Maybe I should have tried to do it.
So like, let's say you leave the house, right? And then let's say
Should we just read like the first 2 pages of each of our scripts?
let's say there's a close-up shot.
Read what you think is enough to give people an idea. Or
Elijah is off the screen. Elijah, the first chief, is on the screen. And then it's in a classroom.
So let's say you hook up the
And
leash.
so Jackson walks up to Elijah.
Cheyenne.
Sorry about last night.
She's actually a
And
retired
Eli
high school
says,
graduate.
So someone is holding on the dog, trying
and
to
then Jackson says,
hook up the leash.
did you finish
Okay.
editing?
She takes off,
Like, yeah,
running,
he's gonna
and someone is
get that
off
mark.
off of the scene,
So
ready to
Elijah
catch her.
says,
So
no,
she
I
isn't
thought
ready.
you were.
And
And
then, like the next shot
I told you to do it.
is,
You still did it.
oh my word,
And Elijah says,
she's
"It's
gone.
not my fault."
She's way down the
Yes, it
street.
is. It's entirely.
So now what you've done is you've created a conflict.
I'm done with you.
And like now your viewer that's watching your film,
And then
it's
it's
like,
like,
are they gonna give the dog back?
and it cuts back to Jack.
See how we just make that into a story?
In front of the room.
So that's where you could, right there, you could add that in right there to make it more exciting. Instead of just, you're walking through all the motions, hang up your coat, going inside, right? So now you've got a story. How are you gonna get the dog back?
Actually got the idea from Patrick Jokers.
What if the police get the dog first? That's not good. Really? Okay. So you see how you can make a story out of like just building in another scene. So it's something to think about.
My question is if I did something like that. She doesn't run if she doesn't. The only time she really runs is if she's at work at home.
Yeah. So here's where someone, if you're doing that shot, does she like treats? So someone is.
She doesn't run to them. She more or less takes it and then she runs to where she goes.
So someone's off screen, right? We can't see the person holding a dog biscuit, right? And they like snap their hands. Cheyenne, your dog sees the dog biscuit, and you're trying to hook her up. You have a shot of her or someone hooking her up to the leash. Someone off the screen snaps a finger, shows the treat. The dog leaves. Now you have that shot, and then you could have a shot down the street, like, oh my word, where did she go? We got to find our dog. See, now you've got a story. Okay, so that's what we're trying to go for, is telling a story through these short films, right? So I would recommend, why don't you take a look at doing some more to that.
Just try to.
I was probably just getting all my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna work with some of the other groups here, but just think about what I said. Okay. All right. Good.
Oh my
How we doing?
Pretty good. Kind of combined all of our ideas into one.
Okay.
We're not doing like a new script, we're doing like a new idea of the script.
Okay.
So basically gonna have like this high school kid like typing away at a computer because he's got an assignment due tomorrow, like this huge essay.
Sweet.
And he gets like stuck in the title. He like doesn't know what to write.
Yeah.
And then he like eventually like falls asleep on the computer and he starts dreaming. And like one of like we'll be in the dream, and the dream will have nothing to do with his paper at all. And it'll be like two guys in a karate room instructing like karate moves that like they have no idea how to be an instructor. So like they're like punch like this or like completely opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have so we're just gonna be like talking about karate moves and like this, and he's gonna be the only kid in the room, and we're gonna be like talking like it's a huge group and just make it like super like trying to be like funny with it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Andy with his cat on his tray.
Okay.
And we're gonna be like, and by the way, Andy's cat, if you ever get in trouble, like Andy's cat can like chase down cheerleaders, so everyone should just watch out and like just totally just go off the train, like no, like there's just no point to the story.
Okay.
And then the kid's gonna wake up from his dream, write everything about what was in his dream, hand it in to his teacher, and it's gonna be an assignment about like food. So like he completely forgot about like what the assignment even was.
I like it.
And throughout the whole thing, we're gonna like put his emotions in there. So like
you're like actually feeling what he's feeling.
Okay.
So then like
Maybe like confused, sad, like whatever, like all the emotions in one.
Okay. So I was gonna say, when you mentioned, you know, teaching to the group or whatever,
Yeah.
you could, don't be afraid to like ask Mr. Meyer or Mr. Wyant or Miss Ami if you could like, can we do a scene with your class for 3 minutes? Because the teachers love to be part of this stuff.
And we'll just like, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Cool, I like it. Andy, what's the name of your cat? Malibu. That's an awesome name.
That is sick.
Very cool.
We need help with the title though. We don't know what a good title would be for this skit.
The title always comes later.
Yeah.
I always have problems with that too. Like the one I wrote a script on the plane once, and like I still don't have a title for it yet.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a drug pencil. How did you? You're actually playing. No, I was going to ask. Kendall rolls his eyes and stuff. How would I know? Kendall and Brady are the only ones talking at this point. The teacher does not look pleased. Anyways, I have to get back to this teacher, and then the teacher from off screen, from across the room, says in an exasperated tone, "Something interesting that you have to share with the class, Brady?" Kendall and Brady pause for a split second and then turn to face the teacher. The teacher lets out a sigh. And the teacher says, "Okay, get out your homework and pass it up." Brady then from off screen says, "Crap." That's the end of the first scene.
I think Danny got some karma for getting Max in trouble yesterday. Huh? They were talking about yesterday how Max got in trouble.
Oh.
This is karma. Okay, so I was thinking either mine or yours, because hers only has one actor in the whole thing, and I don't know what the rest of us would be doing, because we would all edit, but I was thinking we could have at least one filmer, and then at least 2 actors. So then yours, we could get one of you two to help us with being the teacher.
Yeah, sure. There's also some extras written into the script. There's like
we might be able to get someone like someone that's not in our class, or like.
Well, this group that I just talked to, I think they're going to employ a whole entire FIDE class for like 2 or 3 minutes to film a shot. Oh, really? So don't be afraid to think outside the box.
So we can employ what class is it gonna be?
I don't know.
Because we could employ like.
Well, I said mine was at mine said to add a table, so it doesn't have to be like a traditional classroom or anything. It could be just in here, just
Okay, so
anything. And you can probably change
table. So
you can change your.
Yeah, we can do it in here, and then in any classroom really, and then we need to get some kind of like other group, like we could get one of the.
Or we can do it in the library.
Yeah, so like I was saying about the extras, mine might be a little hard to accomplish because at one point so eventually from the first scene it spirals into a competition between the two to create the sharpest pencil.
You went with that one? Mm-hmm. I love it. That's awesome.
And then we could do we could do one of the study like hall rooms like next to the. Why are you touching mine?
I'm looking at yours.
Okay, you're not going to be able to read it because my handwriting is trash.
So here's a.
I have 3 brothers. I think I can read your
Well, I think we should do. I think we should.
Here's an example of why mine might not be entirely feasible for a
Tell me his IGDP.
Mom, someone else is here.
He's the only person at dollar store near my house and they sell these, and we were thinking we could get them if we had they're candy cigarettes.
But close. They make it to a big.
It's a powdered sugar.
We don't want to promote smoking.
I heard something. I think it's your mom.
Yes.
Shot of girls running.
Well, there's going to be no Soldier Boy or
happy faces knowing they see the end of school.
They never smoked in my script. They just steal a chain.
No,
where does it say that? Where does it say that, Malin?
Are we making any progress on choosing one? Yeah.
Well, he read his, and then we asked her to read, and she doesn't want to read it.
Right.
It's
She doesn't
three
think it's gonna be
girls.
bad.
Oh.
I thought we were. Oh my god.
She thought she was
thought that we were gonna have our groups
Yeah.
that we picked out the whole time. So it's gonna be Officer Hannah at one point.
Yeah, but then I liked Officer Gibb, so I was like, oh, no.
Could it be adapted to be three guys?
Part of my script is like.
No?
Okay. Still, and then it's like.
I'm sorry.
They talk about
Okay.
drama and not guy stuff, so. Yeah.
Are you putting
Guys have plenty
Are you
of
putting
drama.
gender labels on people?
No.
I'll just do
Oh,
mine real quick.
there's no-
Just nice
Yeah,
and
okay.
easy.
9 minutes class, read.
Fade in into your living
A
room.
lot.
We see the
Okay.
flickering of a TV in the
Standing
living
behind-
room. Close up on character one, changing the channel of the TV for the back.
Standing behind
Flash
desk
switching the
and
channel of the
silence.
moment of
Andy.
silence in the
Dot
dark.
dot dot.
We see
Okay,
character
this is
one
boring.
unamused
Someone
as they
shows
slouch
up.
down the couch. Character one
Andy.
feet up on top
Hello.
of the table.
How may I help
See
you?
fingertips falls on the
Customer
ground.
one.
The camera follows the
Do you
bag
know
to
where the
ground,
bees
revealing
are?
eyes and trash.
Andy.
Character
Sorry,
one
sir.
now has
Excuse
their
me.
eyes.
Customer one
Sorry,
clearly
it says character one
crazy.
over and over. I didn't want to give it
I
a
already got these guys.
You want to give it a name? It's a name. Well, I didn't know what our groups were going to be, so I didn't want to like